Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Ukrainian and Russian negotiators have met in Abu Dhabi to tackle the vital issue of territory, with no sign of a compromise, as Russian airstrikes plunged Ukraine into its worst energy crisis of the nearly 4-year war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy said the territorial dispute was a central issue for the tripartite talks, including Russian, Ukrainian, and US officials. He said the most important thing is that Russia should be ready to end this war, which it started, adding he was in regular contact with the Ukrainian negotiators. Meanwhile, officials claim that Russia has attacked Ukraine's two largest cities, Kyiv and Kharkiv, with one person killed and at least 15 injured. The Kyiv mayor said one person was killed in the capital city and 4 injured, including 3 being treated in hospital. He said the strikes had triggered fires in districts on either side of the Dnipro River, which bisects the capital. He said heating and water supplies had been disrupted in parts of the city east of the river. A senior Iranian officer has said that Iran will treat any attack as an all-out war against us, ahead of the arrival of a US military aircraft carrier strike group and other assets in the Middle East in the coming days. The official said the military build-up, which hopefully is not intended for real confrontation, but Iran's military is ready for the worst-case scenario. The official said this: Iran will respond in the hardest way possible to settle this. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan has warned that Israel may be looking for an opportunity to attack Iran, stressing that such a move could worsen regional instability and has already been raised with Tehran. Fidan told Turkish broadcaster NTV that he had conveyed these concerns directly to Iranian officials during a recent visit to Tehran. The warning follows a phone call between Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Iranian counterpart Masoud Pezeshkian, wherein Erdogan stressed that Turkey opposes any foreign interventions in Iran and values its neighbours' peace and stability. As this unfolds, UN Rights Chief High Commissioner Volker Turk has urged Iran to end what he called brutal repression of protests, speaking at an emergency session of the Human Rights Council in Geneva. Rights groups say thousands, including bystanders, were killed in recent unrest. Iran rejected the session as illegitimate, while Western states backed extending a UN investigation into alleged abuses. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has publicly challenged US President Donald Trump to apologise for his controversial remarks about NATO troops in Afghanistan, describing the comments as insulting and frankly appalling. In a rare direct rebuke of the US leader, Starmer addressed Trump's earlier claim that European allies remained a little off the front lines during the Afghanistan war. Asked if he would demand an apology, Starmer said if he had misspoken in that way or said those words, he would certainly apologise. The Pentagon foresees a more limited role in deterring North Korea, with South Korea taking primary responsibility for the task, a move that could lead to a reduction of US forces on the Korean peninsula. The Pentagon said in the National Defense Strategy document that guides its policies that South Korea is capable of taking primary responsibility for deterring North Korea, with critical but more limited US support. It said this shift in the balance of responsibility is consistent with America's interest in updating US force posture on the Korean peninsula. The World Economic Forum's 2026 annual meeting has closed in the Swiss alpine town of Davos. The 5-day forum brought together around 3,000 leaders and experts from 130 countries and regions. Held under the theme, A Spirit of Dialogue, discussions focused on cooperation, growth, innovation, and sustainable prosperity. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.